Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip H, that freaking bottom. Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip H, that freaking bottom. Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip H, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live, I'm Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip H, that freaking bottom. DJ, please play that heat now. DJ, please play that heat now. DJ, Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that Coronation. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that freaking bottom. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that super bass got boom, boom. Got me dead live on Kurt Cobain, boom, boom. Sip Ace, that freaking bottom.
And the winner for Best Victorious Grilled Choice Award goes to candidate number 6. This is the award for Best in Swimsuit. All right, here we go. Best in Swimsuit goes to candidate number 6. Once again, congratulations to all of our winners in our second set of special awards. Hey. again, in no particular order. Starting off with candidate number 17.
We also have candidate number 3.
Making it into the top 10, we've got candidate number 8.
We also have candidate number 9.
Make your way to center stage, candidate number 2.
You are also in candidate number 6.
We're halfway through, here we go. Next up, candidate number 20.
This could be your lucky night. Candidate number 16.
And final contestant making it into the top 10, we have candidate number 15. All right, making it into our top 10. Now we have our last contestant. Candidate number 12. With our 10 semifinals.
Yes, finally correct. And the candidates will be given 30 seconds to answer the question. And if you hear this sound, that means your time is up. All right, good luck, ladies, and we shall now begin with candidate number
17. Choose any envelope. Hello.
Hi.
Ganun ang reveal mo kanina, di ba?
Thank you.
All right, so here is your question. Pili is said to be the symbol of the Bicolano people. How do you make connection between the fruit and yourself?
The fruit itself is a symbol of the Sorsogonans because it symbolizes nutrition. It is something that grows from the roots of the tree. And I think that as a person, I have grown, I have nurtured, and I think that this is the fruit, this is the final, and I think that I can show it to the world, show it to the people of Sorsogon, that I am also like a Pili nut. I think that I have grown as a successful woman, and I am here to prove it to everyone. Thank you.
Number 17, thank you.
Very well said, candidate number
17.
Up next, we have candidate number 8.
Here is your question. The pageant has since been declared open to all Bicolanos, making way for tougher competition. Do you see this as limiting more than welcoming?
Thank you. I think pageantry welcoming Bicolana is not limiting because we are looking for a representative for a national pageant. So we should discover the beauty and intelligence of Bicolana. And I think all of us here are empowered women who are qualified. And I myself has a plan of competing national. And this is my stepping stone to that journey. And I am an empowered woman. I have a voice in this society. And as a teacher and as a future lawyer, I am willing to amplify my voice wherever I go. Thank you.
So much. Candidate number 8. Well said, well said. Next, let's call on candidate number 2. Good evening. Choose your envelope and your question.
Mutya ng Pili Festival is being held after 2 years of the pandemic. What is your major takeaway from this experience?
Good evening. Being a non-Sorsoganon, I think that my biggest takeaway from this experience is just knowing the story of Sorsogon itself. I believe that Sorsogon is a very beautiful province with different stories from different municipalities, and that is my biggest takeaway. I want to face the world, being the face and voice of the vulnerable and marginalized here in Sorsogon. Through my advocacy, I want to be of service here in Sorsogon because I believe that as an education advocate, there is nothing more powerful weapon than your education. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next up, candidate number 20.
Some people say that festivals do not necessarily achieve the objectives for which they were established. Do you share the same opinion?
Whenever I hear the word festival, I always, the first thing that comes to my mind is colorful activities. And I don't agree that festivals don't achieve their objectives, for I believe that just like here in the Pili Festival here in Sorsogon City, I can see that as a woman, I was able to
Thank you so much, candidate number 20.
Next, we have candidate number 12.
Candidate number 12, please choose your envelope. Here we go with your question. Aside from this pageant, what other activity tagged to Pili Festival is most interesting to you and why?
Aside from this pageant, I think the activity that I commend the most is the Tanging Yaman program conducted by this province. I think it is a very efficient program in order to address different issues like here in Sorsogon, most especially to acknowledge these underlying issues in order for us to be part of the solution, to elevate the life of the poor and marginalized. I think as a Bicolana, we should always consider and be part of the solution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 12.
Let's call on candidate number 15.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Here's your question. If you win tonight, how will you make your personal title and personal advocacy relevant to Pili growers across Sorsogon?
Good evening, everyone. I believe that pageantry could be seen through different lenses, and women who join pageants are sent into a mission. And that could be to be a spokesperson or to be able to inspire or uplift the people around them. If I will win tonight, I would be able to promote the indigenous community, especially the Pili Festival of Sorsogon. I think with that, I will be able to use my voice, collective voice of the people around me, for me to be able to maximize and utilize the power that I have right now. Thank you, and good night.
Well done, candidate number 15, ladies and gentlemen. Let's call on candidate number 16. Good evening.
A festival such as Pili Festival unites people from all ages, like the ones in the audience. What message of peace and solidarity can you give them about this?
We are celebrating the Pili Festival, and as Sorsoganon, I believe that in a hashtag, Kada Sorsoganon Magdanon, and as we welcome other people from other provinces, we always give them the warm welcome, and by this we are giving them the peace and solidarity, for we are composed of and a melting pot of different cultures, and if we have to welcome others, therefore peace is really important. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 16.
Let's call candidate number 6.
Final 3 questions. Here's your question, candidate number 6. If you could join in an international trade exhibit of products and you brought a Pili product to that event, what Pili product would you bring and why?
Actually, it is the Pili nut itself, because when I was 18, I was described by my best friend just like a Pili nut. Hard outside but soft inside. That's why most of the time I was misinterpreted by people. But you know what? This is my defense mechanism in order not to be bullied anymore. And I do believe we are all Pili nut in our own different ways. Thank you.
Let's move on to candidate number 9. Our last 2 candidates. Are you ready for your question? There are uses for everything that comes from the Pili tree, from its roots, trunk, branches, leaves, sap, and fruit. Which of these parts best represents you?
For me, it is the Pili itself, because you see, a fruit cannot grow without its tree, without its branches, roots, and trunks. And personally, I cannot grow as a person without these people supporting me, without these people never doubting me. And I believe that I represent myself as a Pili not because I bloom, I grow because of the people around me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 9. And finally, our last of our 10 candidates, please. Candidate number 3.
Last one.
Here is your question. The festival aims to emphasize the importance and heightened awareness of the Pili's various economic uses. What meaning does this suggest as we are still struggling from all the losses due to pandemic? The festival aims to emphasize the importance and heightened awareness of the Pili's various economic uses. What meaning does this suggest as we are still struggling from all the losses due to the pandemic?
I believe that everyone has suffered a lot during the pandemic. But the meaning that it represents, the Pili tree itself, is that we can remain stronger, we can stand stronger despite of all the adversities that is happening in our lives. That just like the Pili product itself, we can be presented, we can be appreciated by everyone, because that's what Bicolanos are. We are beautiful, we are resilient, we may have a hard shell, but we always have a soft inside. Thank you.
Candidate number 3, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, our question and answer from our top 10 semi-finalists. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to announce our top 5 in no particular order. Here is your top 5. Starting with candidate number 2. Congratulations, candidate number 2. Here we go. Our second candidate moving into the top 5. Candidate number 6.
Take your step forward. Candidate number 9. To complete our final 5, we have candidate number Sino? Candidate number 17. There you have it, our final 5. If you go over your time, you hear this sound. The first finalist will remain on stage while the remaining 4 ladies will proceed to the isolation room backstage so that they won't hear each competitor's answer. This is the last challenge of the entire competition. It's time for your final word. At this moment, the scores are officially back to 0. The candidates will be judged according to beauty, 50%, and intelligence for another 50%, for a total of 100%.
That's right, now these women have come so far, but there's still one door open, one more question and answer to go through. So here we go. We are now at it, our final question and answer portion.
This is nerve-wracking. You know what? Since I joined pageants, personally, ito yung pinaka-paborito ko and at the same time, pinaka-kinakabahan kong portion. Kasi syempre, di ba, lahat na kayo magaganda at magagaling. Ito na talaga, papasok yung sinasabing destiny at tamang panahon. Naniniwala ka ba, Casey?
Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready? I think we're all ready, shall we? All right, so we're going to start with candidate number 2. This is the same question that we will ask, of course, all of our candidates, but the other 4 are in isolation booth, so they cannot hear this. Okay, candidate number 2. Here is your question. On July 1, the Philippines will have its new president. What should a Marcos presidency pay attention to in his first 100 days?
Good evening. So I believe that politics and governance shouldn't be about what opportunities await the next president. It should be about the people that they serve, the tasks and issues that they should act on. And I think that the solid issue that he needs to address, first of all, is corruption, which is very rampant now, because if we eradicate corruption in our country, then I believe that we can build a strong and progressive nation. That will be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 2. So we're finally here. There's a microphone.
Yes, finally.
Finally here, and here is, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. No choice. Eto na. On July 1, the Philippines will have its new president. What should a Marcos presidency pay attention to in his first 100 days? On July 1, the Philippines will have a new president. What should a Marcos presidency pay attention to in his first 100 days?
Well, I am not that knowledgeable about taxes, but I know that our president is. Therefore, now that a lot of people are actually suffering with inflation, I think that is something that he should focus on to provide jobs, to provide opportunities, and to make our country great. As a Filipino, I believe in our administration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 3. Your final question. On July 1, the Philippines will have its new president. What should a Marcos presidency pay attention to in his first 100 days?
well, he should focus more on sorting out bashing. Because first and foremost, we don't really need negative thoughts if we will become our leader. What we really need to do is to focus on our journey in order to help our country and focus on our programs and our plans for the Philippines. Because we don't need criticism. What we need is support and trust by the people that we will serve. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 6. Alright, so here we go with the last question and answer of the night. Are you ready?
Yes.
On July 1, the Philippines will have its new president. What should a Marcos presidency pay attention to in his first 100 days?
For me, Marcos presidency should focus on the exportation of different products in different provinces. Because our products has a lot to offer, not just here in our region, but also internationally. And if we give attention to this, trade internationally and introduce it to the mainstream, then we are not just giving these locals and these people job opportunities, but we are also helping them earn minimum wage and living wage.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 17. Birthday ko, June 17. Okay, hi, how are you?
I'm well.
Are you well? So are you ready for your final question?
Yes.
Okay. Your final question. On July 1, the Philippines will have its new president. What should a Marcos presidency pay attention to in his first 100 days?
Oh, a lot of things. I think that our country needs more support in health system, in education, and in many things that we lack of. And I think that he should start with transparency because we live in such a corrupt country. And I think that we taxpayers deserve more than we are having right now. I think that is what we should do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 17. So at this point, may we call back on our 5 candidates?
Lovely ladies, please come back on stage.
Ladies, once again, congratulations for making it this far.
Congratulations.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to announce who will be taking home the crown tonight. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, here we go. Starting with our 3rd runner-up. Okay? Just a reminder, we have a 3rd runner-up, we have a 2nd runner-up, we have a 1st runner-up, we have Mutya ng Pili Festival Tourism, and of course, our winner is Mutya ng Pili Festival 2022. So here we go with our 3rd runner-up. Congratulations goes to candidate number 6.
And for the trophy and staff and cash, SINSP, W.A. Cáceres, City Fire Marshal.
And our 2nd runner-up, we have candidate number 9.
Gary Chineta. And for the crown, Miss Maria Isabella Galleria.
At this point, can I have candidate number 3 and number 17 please step forward? One of these women is your new Mutya ng Pili Festival 2022. And of course, one is your Mutya ng Pili Festival Tourism. So we are now down to that moment. The name I will call first will be the winner of tourism, which means the name that I do not call will automatically be the brand new Mutya ng Pili Festival 2022. Are we ready? Ladies, are you ready? All right. The Mutya ng Pili Festival Tourism is candidate number 17. Festival 2022.
Congratulations, ladies.
Candidate number 3 is your new Mutya ng Pili Festival 2022.
Mutya ng Pili Festival 2022 is Rinel Novinar.
Miss Yvette Marie Santiago. Bouquet, Honorable Rebecca Aquino. Trophy and cash, Mr. Martin Sicat. And for our crowd, Honorable City Mayor Maria